Welcome to Mishna study, Maasrot Maasrot Mishna Gimal. Over here, we're continuing with the fruits and when they are obligated in Maasrot, and moving on now to carobs. Haruvim, carob, Mishina Kedu. Right, when they get these like little black spots on them. Any type of like blackish fruit, when they start to get these black spots. Agasim are pears, Vakrustemelim. I have over here a note that it's apricots, that's how Rambam translates. Parishim, quince, uzrarim, crab apples, mishi kareho. Right, mishi kareho is when they get these whitish, right, like whitish spots, all like I guess the fuzzy, like the hairy fuzzy, part of the fruit really, falls off, and that was mishi kareho, like language of karahat, that became bald, right, in a certain sense. Right, and when it gets this, right, this is also the sign that it's ripe enough, for Maasrot. Right, this was actually the Gemara Yerushalmi says mishina kedu is mishiasu nekudot shehorot. Right, but mishi kareho is mishiasu karahot lebano. Right, so as we explained. B'chol levanim mishi kareho, right? Anything that's whitish, also that same idea when it becomes more those bald spots. Hatiltan, right? Tiltan is fenugreek. Kedesh tesameach, right? Tiltan fenugreek is it needs to be able to. It's ripe enough where you could replant it and it'll grow. Right, so it's not just enough to for you to eat yourself. It needs to be ripe enough where it could actually reproduce if you planted it, and they actually what's a symbol, what's a sign that it reached the stage. So actually they point out, and Rambam points out over here that this is when you actually take some of these seeds, you put it into the water, and it actually doesn't like float right on top. Like it's floating on top. Part of it's, part of the fruit is, under the water. Some of it's on top. It's like right in that in-between stage, the density, which keeps it like almost like, again, it keeps it like floating, but like a little bit underneath the water. At the top, that's when you're able to see. That's when you know that if you, plant it, it'll bear fruit. When it comes to grain and olives, right? We measure this when they could be machnis shlish, right? Rambam explained what this meant in Masechet Shvi'it, right? Perek Dal Mishnah Tet over there, that we explained that it's when it actually is able to produce, right, a third of a log, right? And we said it's a third of a log when in its final stage, right, there's enough olives over there to produce 3 log. Right, so it's actually a 1/9 of its full growth, and that's what Rambam points out over here. Shlish is actually it's a third of a log, but it's actually a 1/9 of its full growth. And yeah, halacha is like this Mishnah.